Good morning. If it's early in the morning for you, come on and join me in some comfortable clothes. If you've been up for a while, then let's get down to the floor. But before we begin, you will need a hand weight, just one. That's about medium to heavy, whatever you prefer, given the time of morning. And you'll need a chair, a steady, firm chair. Okay, down to the floor. We're going to start with a little bit of core in the bird dog position this morning. Pressing your palms firmly through the floor, continuing that as through the motion of the bird dog. Chin is towards your neck, shoulders relaxed from the ears, that's where they stay. Now we want to stiffen the core, but make sure we breathe well into the tummy and out from the tummy continuously, keeping the core stiff so the back stays flat and the spine is up toward the ceiling somewhat, to not allow for too much drop and arch of the spine or the tummy. So here we go, core is stiff, good breath, palms pressing, chin to neck and shoulders kept down. Left leg is going to extend back. As we lift that leg, we want to keep our gaze to the right hip, that it stays under your rib cage, over top of your knee, not letting it drift out to the side. As we lift the right arm now, pressing down into the left palm, we're bringing the hand and toes down and back up continuously, focused on belly button and tummy and lower spine up toward the ceiling, particularly as you finish the raise of the arm and leg. Connect with your full breath here. Chin towards neck, shoulders down from the ears, trying to keep the belly button and the lower spine up to the ceiling as you raise all the way up, watching the right hip stays under you or over top of your right knee. Now we're going to stay here and pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down to the other side now. Right leg slides back, making sure as you lift the right leg, your left hip stays over your left knee. Lifting the left arm as you press firmly through the right palm. And here we go, down with the left hand and the right toes and back up. Making sure you feel the lower spine and belly button up toward the ceiling as you're finishing your raises. Connecting with your breath and keeping an eye on that left hip over top of the left knee, not to let it wander out. Feeling the power of your right glute. Sometimes it's helpful to push that right heel away from you as you're finishing the lift. Last one, holding up here, pulsing up. 5, 4, belly button and spine up to the ceiling. 2, and 1, and down we go to the left leg and the right arm. Now if you find it tricky to not arch your back while you're lifting, just do the leg first, or you can stick to only the leg. If you prefer, you can take the arm and leg up together. Here we go, raising, lowering to the floor first, and then the raise. Feeling lower spine up. Number 3 as we raise and lower. 4, 5, pushing firm through the left palm. 6, spine, lower spine is up to the ceiling. Last one, keeping that right hip over the right knee and pulsing up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down we go to the other side for the last time, lifting the leg, and then you can follow it up with the left arm, or you can do them at the same time. Okay, tuned into our lower spinal position as we lower and lift. 1, pushing firm through the right palm. 2, breath is flowing. into your tummy. Breathe it all the way out. The deeper you breathe, particularly the more tired you are, that's more helpful for spinal stability. 6, 7, up. Keeping lower spine and belly button toward the ceiling so we're not arching our back. Oh, and here's the last one. I think we did an extra one there. Pulsing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Sitting your buttocks and hips all the way back to the heels. Just let yourself relax in whatever is comfortable for you. Relax your head. You can stretch out through the arms if you like. And take that big breath into your lower back. Exhale to relax. Okay, we're going to come on up onto our feet and work on some mobility. So this is where you're going to grab your chair. We're going to place our hands, our fists on the back of your chair. So the chair is facing you. Fists are going to face each other. The wider your placement of your fists, the easier it is on your shoulders if they are stiffer. If your shoulders are quite a problem, then you want to get your hands up on a higher surface, and that could be the top of your fridge. That could be a higher shelf. Or if you don't have that option right now, just to take your hands out much wider than just the back of a chair, perhaps a shelf of some sort or a kitchen counter. So you may need to pause the video and get to there. Hands are on that surface in a fist form. Palms are facing each other. I'm using a chair. I'm pushing my hips back, moving my feet back. So now my knees are slightly bent, just ever slightly, and I'm going to bring my chin towards my neck and drop my chest. Keeping a slight bend in the knees, just letting your chest drop. If it pinches in the top of your shoulders, widen your arms. We don't want to have any pinching sensations. Now we're going to take our feet. You can widen them further if you want. You can move them back further. We're looking for a hamstring stretch now. Pushing the right knee back to fully straight and then soften that knee. Push the left knee back to fully straight and soften it. Right knee and left and right and left. And then we're going to come up, wiggle everything out. Hands back on the chair again. You might need to step in or wherever your hands are. Walking your feet back, dropping the chest, chin towards the neck, and push both legs straight. Your hips are pushing back. Your chest is dropping. Soften both knees just a bit. Push your hips and your knees back, dropping through the chest, and soften both knees. And last time, pushing the knees back to straight to wherever it's a tolerable stretch. And we are all done there. We're going to put our hands down on the surface of the chair. If you were using a countertop or something higher, grab a chair now. Right foot steps way back here. Wiggling that leg back. You can place your elbows down on the chair if you like, or not. Okay, we're going to think about our right buttocks. We're going to squeeze that buttocks as we push the right heel back, and then bring that heel forward a bit. Push the heel back as you squeeze the buttocks, and bring that heel forward a bit. Shoulders are down, chin is towards our neck, so we don't have a big curve in the neck. Pushing the heel back, squeezing the buttocks. Really thinking of length from our right heel through the right hip, through your torso, your chest, your neck, Bring that heel forward, and last time, pushing the heel back. Can you sit down a bit deeper into your left hip, or wiggle that right leg back even a little further, squeezing in the right buttocks. And we'll come up, hands on the chair if they weren't, and bring that right foot forward. Okay, hands are on the back of the chair for a final stretch through our mid-back. Move your feet way back. Widen the hands if you need to. Dropping the chest, chin towards the neck. Knees are soft, pushing your hips back. And we're going to straighten both knees and bend them, only straightening to where it's comfortable. If you find that one knee's pushing back and then the other is easier for you, we want to be careful that we're not letting our back round as we're pushing our legs to straight. So if you feel that's happening, be thoughtful of your hips pushing back, straightening one knee and then the other knee. Or you can push both knees back to straight, keeping your hips pushed back to encourage a flatter lower back. Okay, we're going to come up out of that position, stepping the right foot forward this time. The left foot steps way back, hands on the chair if you like, or elbows on the chair, whatever you prefer. Wiggle that left foot back. Shoulders are down, chin towards the neck. Now we're going to squeeze that left buttocks and push the left hip back. And then raise the left heel. I meant heel. Push the left heel back as you squeeze the left buttocks. And raise the left heel just a bit. Press that heel back. And raise it, thinking of length from your left heel through your left hip, through your torso, not arching or rounding the back. Thinking of length through the neck and out the crown of your head. Raising that left heel, and for the last time, squeeze the left buttocks, pressing through the heel. Can you sit a bit deeper into your right hip? And we're going to bring that left foot forward and wiggle that all out. Okay, moving that chair away so you have some space. You might need that actually for your balance. What we're moving into is a nice hamstring stretch. So the right foot is behind, left foot is in front. Now the left leg is straight. Your right leg is bent. Your hands are on your thighs. One thigh, both thighs, doesn't matter. You have length, so I'll give you this view. Use your chair if you need the balance. You have length through the body, so you're pushing your hips back. We don't want to feel that we're rounded through the lower to middle back. Push your hips back, and that once you do that, you'll feel that greater stretch through that left hamstring with the left foot being forward. Okay, hands on a supportive surface or not. We are going to bend that left knee slightly and straighten it. Keeping the hips pushed back, bend it, couple of seconds, straighten it, couple of seconds, bend and straighten it. Tune into your shoulder position, they're down from your ears. Tune into your chin towards your neck so you don't have an extension in the neck. And again, thinking of length from your sit bones, through your torso and rib cage, through your neck and the crown of your head. Trying to imagine that from your sit bones and your tailbone, you have length, very long, nothing too round. We'll do two more here to bend that left knee and straighten it. Last time. We'll slowly make our way up, and we'll do the other side. So our right foot is in front. That is a straight right leg. Left leg is back. If you feel wobbly, widen your stance. Find what's comfortable and safe. Right leg is straight. Hands on both legs or on the one leg. Hands on a supportive surface if you need that. Chin towards the neck. Pushing your sit bones straight back so you have a long, flat back. Bend, straighten. Couple of seconds in each position of bent and straight. Getting a nice stretch in the back of your right hamstring from your sit bone all the way through the back of the knee. Perhaps you feel it even down into your calf a little bit. Again, the chin is towards your neck and tuning into your shoulder position, shoulder blades down towards your lower back. Pushing the hips back. And last one as we bend that right knee and straighten it. Alrighty, we'll come on up slowly, wiggle everything out. And just finishing up with our balance, this is where you can grab your weight. We're going to stand into tree pose on the right foot. So the weight is in your right hand. Your left foot is on top of your right. If you find that's too wobbly, use a finger support with your left hand or on a chair, wherever. So it's the left hand you're going to use for finger support if you need it. Weight is in your right hand. Okay, from your right heel, you are pushing that heel down into the ground. You really want to feel, maybe I'll give you this position, you want to feel you are long from the right heel into the ground, which turns on your buttocks, keeping that right hip forward. Now there's one other element to balance that we really need to pay attention to. If your right hip, your weight-bearing hip, drifts out to the side, even slightly, you're going to feel very unsteady, okay? If you feel quite unsteady, you may try to bring that weight-bearing hip, in this case right, under your rib cage. It's going to turn on some glute muscles that you might not be familiar with, so you'll have a feeling of muscle working there. But that weight-bearing hip must not drift out. Okay, really important to keep that muscle active so it supports and gives you good stability through your hip, which affects your lower back, your sacroiliac joints, and your knee, and your overall balance. So trying to keep the weight into the right heel, right hip is under you. We're going to take the left knee up and keep it there, and then put it down. Now you can carry on with this, but if you want to go to the next level, once you brought the knee up, then you can curl up the weight, bring it down, and lower the foot down. Or you can just carry on with a few more of raising that left knee up, or it's a knee up and then a curl, keeping that hip under. Slow it down. Balance is so much about slow. Feeling where your body position is. Now we'll go to the other side, and you should really feel quite tired in the right glute. So the weight is in the left hand, keeping that left hip under you. You'll feel some muscle working on that left side of your left buttocks. We're going to bring the right knee up and down. You can stay with that. Maybe this is the more tricky side to balance on. Really being mindful of that left hip staying under you and the weight into your left heel. Now if you want to move on, after the knee is up, you can curl up and down, keeping that thought of your left hip under you, and then lower your foot. Knee up. So it's good, you saw what just happened. It's very good to challenge our body to almost lose balance so that we can feel that we're losing it and see if we can correct it before we step down. So if balance is too easy, it's something to think about how you're going to make it harder. You can go a little faster. You can add a little bit more weight. Okay. Perhaps you're just doing the knee raise. This is our last one. And then later you can work to adding an arm curl. Okay, we're going to go back to the other side again. The weight is in the right hand. Slightly different movement. Our left leg is coming out and in continuously here. Now again, that right hip needs to stay under. So making sure as we take the leg out that this is not happening, okay, because it will throw you off balance. So mindful of the right hip under you as we curl up
and down. So slowing this down, I was moving a little too quickly there. And you don't have to go at the same time. You can do the leg, you can do a curl, you can take the leg out and keep it there, whatever is best for you. Balance is about your whole neurological control and you being aware of your body. So you decide if it's arm, curl, and leg out at the same time, or are you out and then curl, feeling that right hip is under you. And there's our last one. To the other side, weight is in the left hand. Your right leg is going out and in, thoughtful of that left hip staying under you. Weight is into your left heel. And when you are ready, you can do leg out and then arm curl, or you can do them at the same time. Maybe the weight is too much. Maybe you need to just find something very light, like a can of something, a small can or a lighter hand weight, or just nothing at all, just going through the action of the hand up and down. Feeling that left hip stay under you, and there it is. So we're aiming for about 5 on each side. All done. What we're going to do now before we finish is just have a seat on the chair to stretch out that hip, particularly the piriformis muscle. So we'll put the left ankle up on the right knee. Hold on to the ankle. Don't sit all the way back in your chair. If you round and slump, the stretch goes away. So sit yourself up long. Sit even on your bum bones. Now, if you don't feel any stretch on the left hip, continue to stay up long, lifted through your chest, and lean over whatever you feel until that stretch is felt in the left hip. If you drop your chest, the stretch is much less. So finding a comfortable position with a lifted chest and just stay there. You did this. You came for yourself to feel more mobile, to challenge your balance a little bit, and just be committed to your own health, your own muscle and joint longevity. That's what it's all about. We're going to go to the other side now. Right foot up onto that left knee. If this is too difficult to do, of course, you can always just sit to the edge of the chair and get your ankle on the opposite shin, and just, if you need to, hold that knee there, letting the knee drift out to the side, again, sitting up long. Okay, if this is too easy, you can always kind of try and bring that knee up a little higher. So it doesn't have to be in a bent knee position. The higher up the knee, the harder the stretch. We're going to end it here. I say goodbye to you and to have a day that is kind for yourself and that you share your smile with whoever's around you.